Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your own sadness? Almost like there's an elephant sitting on your chest? Have you ever felt like you lost something important, but it's not something you can see? Maybe it's a parent who's physically there but emotionally distant, or someone who's been taken away from you, whether through substance use or incarceration. Today, we're going to talk about how parental incarceration and substance use can cause grief and shame. When a parent or caregiver isn't around anymore because of incarceration or substance use, there can be a lot of complicated and confusing feelings. You might feel like it's your fault or that you're not good enough. These feelings of grief and shame are normal and can really shape how you see the world. A lot of people think about grief as an emotional response to a death, but death or loss is not the only cause of grief. Grief can be caused by the loss of a parent's presence, the loss of trust, the pain of not knowing if they'll be back or if they'll ever be the person that you need them to be. When you're grieving a loss like this, it can feel really overwhelming, like something is missing from your life and you'll never get it back. And when the loss is confusing or unpredictable, which can often be the case when a parent is using substances or is incarcerated, it can feel even more complicated. Experts call this kind of grief ambiguous loss. When you're grieving this kind of loss, it's okay to feel a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, frustration, confusion, even hopelessness. You might not know exactly how to keep going. It's important to remember, grief is a process. It doesn't have a clear beginning or end, and there's no right way to handle it. You don't have to rush through it, and you don't have to handle it alone. Shame is different from grief, but when a parent is using substances or is incarcerated, shame and grief can often come hand in hand. Shame is that feeling of being unworthy, like you're somehow responsible for what's happened, even though you know you have no control over the situation. You might feel like you're not enough, or that you've done something wrong, even if you haven't. When a parent struggles with substance use or is incarcerated, it's easy to feel like their choices reflect you. But that's not true. You're not your parents' choices. When you're feeling shame because of someone else's choices, remember the 7 C's. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. I can't cure it, but I can take care of myself. I can communicate my feelings, and I can make good choices and celebrate myself. Both grief and shame can make you believe that no one understands what you're going through. It can make you want to hide or isolate yourself. But reaching out for support, whether it's from a friend, a family member, or a counselor, can really help you feel less alone. You might think you're the only one going through this, but so many people experience grief and shame in ways that you might not see. Sharing your feelings can help you connect with others who understand and can offer support. Talking about your feelings is a sign of strength. It takes courage to face the things that hurt us and express them to the people who care about us. Another way to manage grief and shame is through mindful self-compassion. When you're hurting, it's easy to be hard on yourself, or to think that if you were just better or stronger, things would be different. But it's important to treat yourself with the same kindness that you'd show to your best friend who's going through something difficult. You deserve that care too. If you're interested in learning more about mindful self-compassion, there are a lot of resources online. Your school social worker will also be able to connect you to some mindful self-compassion resources. Self-care can also be helpful when managing grief and stress. Do things that make you feel like you. Journal. Go for a long walk. Listen to your favorite album. Paint. All of these things can help you cope during tough times. These small moments of care are important reminders that you're not the pain you're in, and even in really tough times, you can still feel like you. Grief and shame can feel all-consuming, but remember, these feelings are not permanent. They don't define you, and they won't last forever. With time, understanding, and support, grief and shame will become more and more manageable. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel shame. You are worthy of healing, love, and a future where you can feel whole again. Be patient with yourself. And remember, you're not alone.